Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today we are going to be checking out this TV right here behind me. This is the Hisense 65-inch 4K QLED S7N Canvas TV. Now this TV does support Dolby Vision. It's got an art mode, it's got an anti-glare panel, a high mat display. It comes with the frame around the TV and also an ultra slim wall mount. So yes, the wall mount actually comes with the TV in the box, so you don't have to worry about going out and buying your own. So just a nice little add-on from Hisense there, coming with the Canvas TV right here. Now this TV does come originally with the teak frame, but you do also have the option to separately buy either a white TV frame or a walnut colored TV frame as well. So you actually got three choices to choose from, so you don't have to stick with what originally comes with the TV. And now you will notice that my TV right here is not mounted up on a wall, because this TV is actually kind of meant to be mounted up on the wall to act as a picture with a frame around it, hence the name Canvas TV. But it also comes with some legs. As you can see, mine is sitting on the legs right there, only because I didn't have anybody to help me mount this up on the wall. It's not the easiest by yourself, so I did install the legs on this TV, and I have it sitting there on my TV stand. So that's just a nice other little feature with this TV right here. It's nice that Hisense included some legs, not only the wall mount, but some legs, so you can, put this up as a regular TV as well, because those frames actually come off of the TV and very easily as well. They're on there magnetically, so you don't have to, screw anything on. If you don't want to, you just, boom, pop them on magnetically, they stay on, or you can take them off and just have it looking like a regular TV. But when it comes to just the overall looks and build quality of this TV, it's actually a very solid TV. It's got quite a bit of weight to it. It's nice and slim, definitely looks like a good high quality TV. But I will say, if you are using the legs, they are of a plastic build. They're not the highest quality looking legs. Like I said, this TV is meant to be mounted up on the wall, but those legs are of a plastic build if you do decide to use them. So I wanted to go ahead and just mention that. But the TV overall, it's a solid TV. It is a very nice looking TV. Now when it comes to the back of the TV, no, we don't have any built-in subwoofer like what we do with the Hisense U8N. But when it does come to the ports in back of this TV, we are getting two USB ports, an HDMI port that also acts as an eARC, coming at 4K 60 Hertz. We also have three other HDMI ports, one at 4K 60 Hertz, another at 4K 144 Hertz, and another at 4K 144 Hertz. Then we have our antenna cable input. We also have the digital audio out and the LAN. And then of course on the other side, we have the port for the power cable. But now I want to talk about one of the features that this TV was actually made for, and that is art. So this TV does come with an art mode. So as you can see, I am currently using the art mode here on the Hisense Canvas TV. And just by using the remote that comes with the Hisense TV right here, I can actually switch between different pictures, different paintings to better fit the, my living room area, or depending on whatever room you have this in, you have tons of pictures to choose from to better fit that setting. But you actually have a lot of different customizable options here within the art mode. So if I press the menu button here on the remote, as you can see, we got lots of stuff to mess around with here. So we'll start off with matte. If I click on matte, it's basically adding another frame around the photo, I guess you would say. And with that frame, you can change up the size, you can change up the style, the texture, the color, but I'll go ahead and leave it off for now, since I already have the frame around the TV. We could mess with the brightness, which I do have turned down for the video. That way it's not too overblown on camera. But as you can see, it definitely gets very, very bright. And I gotta say, the brightness on this TV right here is actually very good. So let me go ahead and turn this down just for the sake of the video here. I'll go ahead and put it on 8. Of course, we can mess with the contrast, the black levels. We got an automatic light sensor. You can turn that on or off. You can reset it. You got Bluetooth music, which you can actually set up your own background music here with this TV when using the art mode. So that's just another nice feature there. We got a detector upgrade, and then you have more art mode settings. So if I go into this, we have a night mode, we got a motion detector. So basically it's going to detect any motion going on. If there's any moving object in the same space, it will be displayed. If there is no moving object for a period of time, it will automatically go to sleep. So it won't stay on the entire time until it senses some motion around it. Then you got, you can set a sleep after time limit. You got quiet hours. You can set a start time and an end time. You can change up your rotation if you want it in order at random. You can disable it. You can change the rotation time. You got your painting information. You can turn that on or off. I like to have it off. That way it's not taking up, you know, the whole artwork there when it does change photos. Like I said, you do have a Bluetooth music that you can connect to this TV and have music playing in the background, which is a nice feature. And then you have your photo theme. You do an animated album, magazine style, spliced album, multi-photo frame, recollection, or no theme. I just have it on no theme for now. So those are all of the art mode settings there that you can use to customize this TV when it comes to the art mode. But you got, like I said, you got a lot of artwork to choose from here. Definitely a big selection. And then of course you can always use your own photos as well. Okay, now let's talk picture quality. Now, to be completely honest with you guys, I was not really expecting picture quality to be, you know, the best when it comes to this TV right here, because I've never experienced a high mat display like this one on a TV. I've never owned a TV like this. So I guess I was just kind of expecting picture quality not to be as sharp, for the colors to kind of be washed out. But to be completely honest with you, this TV really surprised me when it came to picture quality. Definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. The colors are still looking great on this display right here, even though it is a high mat display. Still getting a nice sharp image. Watching TV shows is enjoyable on this TV. Watching movies is enjoyable on here, or even if you're just watching YouTube content, definitely enjoyable on this TV as well, especially when you get the bigger display right here. It is available in two different sizes. You got a 55-inch and a 65-inch. So with this 65-inch right here, it's definitely a lot more enjoyable. I mean, who doesn't want a bigger TV? But when it just comes to overall picture quality, it can look really, really good. But I will say it's not until you start getting into those different viewing angles where the colors will start to change up on you a little bit or get a little bit faded out. The picture won't look quite as sharp if you're stepping off way too far off to the side. I do recommend just kind of trying to stay as center as possible when watching content on this TV. Actually, let's go ahead and take a quick look at viewing angles right here really quick. Okay, so starting off at the center of the TV right here, as you can see, those colors are actually looking really, really good. Like I said, even though this is a high mat display, these colors can still really pop. Looking really good on here, nice and vivid. But let's go and start walking over to the side here. Now, this camera's not going to show you exactly what I'm seeing here in person, but it'll still give you an idea of how the colors kind of start to wash out just a little bit, and the picture doesn't look as sharp. But I mean, in my opinion, it's still looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and start walking over this way. I'm trying to step around my couch here. Here's another viewing angle on the right side of the TV. So as you can see, the colors don't look as poppy, as vibrant, sitting off here to the side. But I would say probably at this angle, over to the center, to this angle right here, is where it's going to look the best for you. But of course, you always want to try to sit as center as possible to get the best picture possible. Okay, so now I want to go over the different picture modes that are offered here on this TV. But before we do, let me quickly show you. If you look up here at the top right side of the TV, you'll kind of see like a little white blurred light up there. That's actually from my ring light behind me. That's actually at its brightest. So you can see just how well this high matte anti-glare display works, because yeah, you can see a little bit of the light right there, but you don't see the actual full reflection of my ring light. So this high matte display actually does a very good job at getting rid of a lot of those reflections. But let me go ahead and go into the menu here, and down at the bottom left corner, you can see the different picture modes we have. Of course, we have vivid, we got standard, sports mode. As you can see, that actually makes the colors pop very well, and it actually makes the display brighter. We also have an energy saving mode, which is going to dim that display for you. We have a theater day, we got a theater night. We also have a filmmaker mode. And then if you're watching HDR content, you get modes like HDR Vivid, HDR Standard, HDR Energy Saving, HDR Sport, HDR Theater, and then just your regular filmmaker mode still while watching that HDR content. And then when you're watching a movie like Avatar, you get picture modes like Dolby Vision IQ, Dolby Vision Dark, Dolby Vision Custom, and Dolby Vision Game as well, because yes, like I said, this TV does support Dolby Vision. So as you can see, definitely quite a few picture modes to choose from, and also quite a few sound modes to choose from as well. But overall, when it just comes to straight picture quality here on the TV, I mean, you will not be disappointed, especially with that high mat display. It's definitely going to help hide a lot of those, reflections that usually we get sometimes with other types of displays. Now back to sound. This does have a multi-channel surround sound system, but like I mentioned earlier, there is no built-in subwoofer like what we get with the Hisense U8N model. But I would say sound quality on this TV, it's pretty good. It's not the best sound quality that I've ever heard in the TV, but it will get you by. The sound is still, nice and crystal clear, especially when you're watching, a movie. And of course, there's a lot of talking. You can clearly hear what the people are saying when it comes to just the overall sound of, say, an action movie. You definitely hear a lot of what's going on. Like I said, it's a crystal clear sound. You just don't get a lot of that low end that what we would get with something like the Hisense U8N. So I would recommend using a sound bar if you do want the best sound possible, especially when watching movies on this TV. But if you don't plan on getting a sound bar, I mean, you will be okay with the sound coming on this TV. It does get nice and loud, but like I said, it's just it's more of a crystal clear, clean sound rather than a rumbly low end full sound. Okay, now I know most gamers probably aren't going to go out and get this TV right here. Most gamers aren't looking for a frame TV like this, because a TV like this is more for not only just a TV, but kind of for decoration as well. But I will say that this TV does support up to 144 Hertz and has a game mode pro. So if you are a gamer, you're still going to get a good gaming experience coming out of this TV right here. Now, of course, the only way to get that 144 Hertz refresh rate is through a PC, so you will have to, hook up a PC to this. But if you have something like a PS5 or an Xbox, you can still get up to 120 Hertz. Okay, so if we do actually go into the settings here while gaming, as you can see, we get an extra picture mode called PC Game, which is the one that you do want to use when gaming. But that is not it. Just like the Hisense U8N, this also comes with a game bar, which you can turn your dark detail on or off. You can turn the brightness higher or lower. You got the instant game response. You got a crosshair, which is going to be more for shooting games, of course, to help with your aiming. As you can see, you got 5 different types to choose from. You have your gaming guide. You have more settings, but if you look over to the left, you'll see it's going to give you your frames per second. It's going to let you know if HDR is on or off, VRR is on or off, auto low latency mode is on or off. Now, I currently do have the Nintendo Switch hooked up to the TV right here, which you can see we're playing Xenoverse 2 right here. Got my son playing while I am talking about this right here. Let me go ahead and go back. If you don't mess with the game bar for a while, it will automatically go away, so you'll have to go back into it. But if I go into more settings right here, as you can see, we got a game console controller. We have AMD FreeSync Premium, high refresh rate mode, which I do have turned on. Frames per second viewing, you can turn that off or on. Now you can either have it at the upper left of the TV, as you can see here, the upper right, the lower left, or the lower right. I currently just have that off. I don't need it constantly up there unless I'm actually trying to show what frames per second I'm playing at. You can change up your screen. As you can see, I have it an ultra wide screen, changing it up to 21:9. Sorry, Nehemiah, you can't see what's going on. I got a 32:9, and those are the 3 different aspect ratios we can choose from. And then you can change up your picture mode straight from this setting as well, straight from the game bar. So, of course, energy saving mode, theater day, theater night, filmmaker mode. If we go back, we got your sports mode as well, which actually does look good when gaming. You got your standard mode as well and vivid, but I'll go ahead and just leave it on PC game. Then you got your audio output and then your game genre settings. So we got RPG, RTS, FPS, sports. I'll go ahead and leave it on RPG. And then if you click on game settings, it's just gonna take you back. And then of course you can reset it as well. So as you can see, definitely a lot of ways to further enhance your gaming experience here on the Hisense CanvasTV. So overall, whether you're playing on your Nintendo Switch, your PS5, your Xbox, or even a PC, you're gonna have a great, enjoyable gaming experience here on the Hisense CanvasTV. And it's nice that they gave us that Game Mode Pro, even though this TV wasn't really made for gaming, but it's nice that they still made it usable for gamers, if that makes sense. Aside from all that, what comes with this TV is also a remote, as you can see here. And this remote does look exactly like the one that comes with the Hisense U8N. It's got a nice, kind of like a gray wooden finish to it. It's actually really nice, looks really good. But I will say, if you happen to put this remote flat on its face a bit, or if you happen to use, a button quite a bit, I noticed that the microphone button here for the Google Assistant is kind of worn out compared to all the other buttons. I'm not really sure how that happened. Even the home button has kind of worn out a bit. So I mean, if you happen to be using this remote a lot or having it down on its face a lot, those buttons will wear out quite a bit, as you can see here. But it does give us dedicated buttons like a Netflix button, YouTube Prime Video, Disney Plus button, and you can also see that there is that art mode button as well. So it'll take the TV straight into art mode. But overall, I mean, it's a solid remote. Like I said, it's just those buttons kind of wear out kind of quickly here. But let's go ahead and use this remote to just do a quick run through the UI right here, so we can just kind of see what performance is like and just what the, kind of experience that we'll get just within the home settings of the TV. So of course, with this being a Google TV, we are greeted with this Google interface, starting off with the For You page. If I scroll down, it's going to give us different recommendations for, different TV shows or different movies. If I go down even more, it's going to recommend some more stuff to us. And then of course we have our apps here that we have downloaded on the TV. It's going to give us an option to continue watching what we were watching on certain apps. We get free live news and opinion, top selling movies, and then just looking at the performance of this TV, as you can see, it's actually very smooth scrolling through the TV, although I will say there are moments of where this TV will kind of try to catch up to what I'm doing. It's not always as smooth as what it looks like here. Like I said, there are those little moments here and there where it's trying to catch up to what I'm doing. Going back up to the top, we also have a live TV. We have our apps section, and with this being, a Google TV, of course, we're gonna have access to all the apps that we can find in the Google Play Store. And then of course you can use the Google Assistant with the voice search on, the voice button on the TV to, search for whatever apps it is that you are looking for. We have our library. Now this TV does also work with Apple AirPlay, Apple Home, and of course it does have Chromecast built in. We have our search button up there as well, and our settings menu. So from this little bar right here, we can, change up the screensaver, go to inputs, change up the sound settings, picture settings. We got our Wi-Fi accessibility and Bluetooth, and then it's gonna give you little notifications, which you can clear all if you decide to do so. And then we can actually go into all settings. Now, once you are in all settings, you can go into channels and inputs. You got display and sound settings, you got your network settings, account settings, privacy, apps, system settings, remotes and accessories, and help and feedback. So as you can see, there's definitely a lot on here to be able to customize this TV, especially when you go into display and sound settings. If I go into picture settings here, you can change up your picture mode. You can apply picture settings. You got your general picture settings, brightness, color, clarity, calibration settings to, better fit your needs on how you want your picture quality on this TV. You got your screen settings, which you can change up the aspect ratio. You have your sound settings as well, which you can use to customize your sound as well. So that is it when it comes to the settings here. But overall, I mean, just using this TV, like I said, it does perform very well for the most part. Like I said, there are those just different, small moments where the TV is kind of trying to catch up to what I'm doing on here. But like I said, for the most part, it is a smooth experience. But there you have it, the Hisense 4K QLED S7N Canvas TV. Overall, I mean, I think it is a solid TV personally. It's definitely going to look nice up on your wall if you decide to use it not only as a TV, but for decoration as well, and start using that art mode. Like I said, overall, a solid TV, solid picture quality, decent sound quality. Like I said, it will get you by, and it can also definitely be a great gaming TV as well. Now for the 65-inch one that I have right here, currently going for around $1,100, and then there is a smaller size, a 55-inch, currently going for around $900. Now it is only available in those two sizes, and like I said, it originally comes with the teak colored picture frame, but you also have the options for the others as well if you do buy them separately. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. If you have been looking for a picture frame TV like this, a canvas TV like this, could this be the one for you? You might not be disappointed at all. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment sections below. If you do find yourself interested in this TV right here in either size, I'll make sure to have a link for you down in the description below. But thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you're not missing out on any other future videos to come. Thanks for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.